My Speaking Podcast. I'm the boy Dig Dug Darrell, YR again, Sanchez, South Carolina Finest, Armberg County on. We back at it again, getting ready to give it back to you guys on Week 13 NFL football action. Go ahead and pass it on to my homeboy on the other side of the camera. Go ahead and introduce yourself. Everybody know who you are, but you're a superstar. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I ain't no superstar. I'm just Mike, man,
Man,
aka Booby, man. Choke yourself, man.
hey, man, we may not always be right, may not always be wrong.
So I was gonna get our Mars opinion what we speaking on.
Yeah, first thing first, man. We're gonna start with our hometown Carolina Panthers, man. What you think of the game, the victory this weekend? Man?
First and foremost, shout out to the fans who sat out there in that cold rain because we're
Yeah,
not used to that weather here.
definitely,
So to the
definitely.
true fans out there that was yelling, keep
Mm-hmm.
pounding and Chuba
Mm-hmm.
Hubbard name and all that stuff.
Yeah,
Shout out to all the Charlotte fans that stayed out there. Second of
definitely.
all, including me, I got to include myself. The media, nobody outside of their walls over there at Bank of America Stadium gave that team a chance.
Well, I
I
did.
was even telling people at work that, if you're gonna win one of these two games against the California team, I thought it'd been San Fran. But it turned out you beat the best team in the NFC at the time. Um, it just go to show you don't know what's in the man's heart. This team for fans of Charlotte, the Carolina Panthers. I'm sorry, the
Mm-hmm.
fans of Carolina Panthers. You got to understand this. This team is going to have ebb and flows all year. You know
Yep.
that they just inconsistent.
Yep.
But at the time that you think you can kick him to the curb, and much as y'all want to get rid of Bryce Young and he's no good, he's trash, and they just find a way to say, you know what, we're gonna show all of y'all. So kudos to all the leaders. They were down three starters, the safety,
Mm-hmm.
Trayvon Merrick. They were down J.C. Horn. They were down the linebacker,
Mm-hmm.
and the starting center. And they just found ways, man. So
Yeah, it's next man up. Like I keep
yeah,
telling you, man, it's
literally.
next man up. You
Literally, but
know.
like I say, Rico got kind of banged up beginning of the game. Chuba
Mm-hmm.
stepped in, and I'm just so happy for him because this is the kind of guy that this is why I pull for him. Why I've been trying to tell Courtney I pull for him so much. Rico took his job. He didn't say a word. He kept professional. But when he got his opportunity, he balled out Sunday. So
Next man
it
up.
go to show you it's not, and that's what I'm trying to tell everybody. When Rico was going good, it's not a one-man team. Bryce is not
It's
going to win
not.
the game for you. Rico's
Mm-hmm.
not going to win the game for you. Chuba not. It's a team effort. And to
Mm-hmm.
everybody figure this out, it's a team effort. Now, to everybody's defense, we had a quarterback here that put teams on our shoulder. He put the team on our shoulder to win games.
Mm-hmm.
Bryce is not that kind of quarterback. Cam
Mm-hmm.
could put the team on his shoulders and win games.
Yeah.
This is a collective team effort. But this is the biggest and the best win. Even though the Falcons had the most explosive plays, this game here to me felt like the most complete game all season. The defense, the offense, special team, they played ball, man. Kudos to the Panthers.
And I'm gonna tell you why probably the most complete game because the coaching actually let the ran the ball.
40
Last week they
times.
played again. Last week they put San Francisco and they ran the ball like maybe 10 times,
Nine
something like
times. They
that.
ran the ball
Yeah,
9 times. They ran it 40 yesterday. 40.
exactly. That's the key. Running that ball, keep pounding like we always been saying. Don't be trying to recreate the wheel. Use what you got. You got two talented running backs, Rico, Chubo. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Rico was kind of like a little bit better. Chuba got back in there and ran the ball through the hole like he always been doing. And then then Rico would come in there. Sometimes they would have both of them in the backfield. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I've been telling. Me and Mike were kind of discussing about this before. Man, put both of them back there. You can have an outlet for Bryce. Rico still can. I mean, Chuba can still go ahead and go out. Go through the middle, or whatever. Rico can go out in the flat. Just in case we need some type of safety release. You can throw it to Rico. He can make one of them linebackers miss out in the open field. You know what I'm saying? You got to have both of your running backs back there. And then the play that I like, the Carolina Panthers, what they were doing, the third quarter, they had the ball for 13, 14 minutes, almost 25 plays.
They pretty much held it the whole third quarter.
The whole time, man.
The Rams ran 3 plays third quarter.
Exactly.
The Panthers had the ball the whole third quarter.
The whole third quarter. And then
See, when you can take your will on a team, everybody know if Bryce had to go back 3rd and 10, 3rd and 11, and you let the Rams just come, they were gonna kill us. Versus
They
them gonna
won't
get
kill
you.
us. Mm-hmm.
What the Panthers did took the fight to the Rams. They said we're gonna beat you, meet me in the middle of this grass. We're gonna meet you, and we're gonna pound the ground you to see who wins. And they pound the ground them into the ground.
And that's what they did. They kept Stafford on the sideline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you can keep the quarterback on the sideline and you got their defense out there huffing and puffing, you know what I'm saying, the whole third quarter. That that bodes well for the Carolina Panthers on our side. You know what I'm saying?
But
The only
what's
thing,
gonna take? Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
good. The only thing I didn't like was we had the ball for that long time, and then we ended up having to do the punt. Remember, he had to punt the ball because Bryce had took a sack. The reason why Bryce took that sack was he didn't have no runners. It was an empty backfield. Like, why would you have an empty backfield back there in that situation? So that kind of like tripped us up a little bit. But like I said, our defense held them. And got the ball back. You know what I'm saying? But we got to run the ball just like how you said. Run the ball, make time to throws. Because when we was running the ball, next thing you know, the Rams start creeping up to the line. What he did, throw it over
Oh,
there to
yeah.
Mr. T. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but
Eh,
Jalen Coker
exact
had a
Coke.
great game. He had a breakout
Mm-hmm.
game. He got the great
Mm-hmm.
hands. But
Yep.
what's gonna tell for me? Not this win. You got to buy now, so you're gonna get J.C. Horn back. You're gonna get Merrick back. But when you come off this bye, can you go to New Orleans, who are a team that beat you and embarrassed you 3-4 weeks
Mm-hmm.
ago? They embarrassed you 3-4 weeks ago. Can you keep
Yep.
that in your mind? Go down there and embarrass them in their house. It's
You
gonna
know what?
tell me. It's gonna tell me what kind of team they are.
Mm-hmm. And piggyback off what you were saying is now. That's a very important game for us.
Oh
Reason
yeah.
being, reason being, we win that game. Tampa Bay got 5 games left, 4 games in the division. They got to play. They got to play New Orleans. They got to play the Falcons, and they got to play us twice. If the Falcons or New Orleans Saints can end up tripping up Tampa Bay out of one of them games, and this say if we split with Tampa Bay, we win one, they win one, we gonna have the picks because you know what I'm saying. We done beat Atlanta and we done beat New Orleans. We gonna be in the NFC. We gonna have the tiebreaker.
I look
You
at
get
it
what I'm
like
saying?
this. To be honest, it's too early
Yeah,
for
we
me to
got
look
the
that
tiebreaker.
way. To me, win your games, handle your
Yeah, win your
business.
games. Yeah.
Don't worry about the scoreboard. When you get in your game, you put
Mm-hmm.
foot to ass. You put foot to
Mm-hmm.
ass whoever you playing that day, and that's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
And then you let the chips fall where they may.
We got a chance to win these last 4 games, man.
I
We
mean,
got.
it's hard because you got
It's
Seattle
hard,
after
but it's
you got
possible.
Tampa Bay, you got the Saints, then you got Tampa Bay at home, you got
Tampa
the
Bay
Seattle
twice.
at home, and you go to Tampa
It's,
Bay.
yeah, it's possible now. It's possible for us to win
No,
all
no, no.
4 of
I'm
them
not
games.
saying it's
Yeah,
not
yeah, yeah.
impossible because
I know. Yeah.
Tampa Bay, let's be honest, Tampa Bay is not a Rams to me. Tampa Bay is
Mm-mm.
not a Green Bay. We done beat these
No.
teams. But if you
Yeah.
had that same mentality that you had against the Rams yesterday, you had against the
Mm-hmm.
Packers,
Mm-hmm.
you go down and handle your business. You can beat everybody.
You can
But
be anybody.
it just depends on week to week with this team. This is what I'm trying to tell people. This showing that you're still a young team. You are
Mm-hmm.
learning. But just imagine this now. They got 7 wins. At the end of the season, they possibly have 9 or 10 wins. And
Nine,
we
10
might be in
wins.
the
Yeah.
playoffs. But if we don't make
Mm-hmm.
the playoff this year, next year it's gonna be scary for a lot of teams. It's gonna be
Mm-hmm.
scary.
You know what? You know what? I Mike the piggyback off you about that, man. I ain't worrying about next year. I'm worrying about this shit right here because we
That's
got a
true.
chance.
That's true.
You got to grab the bull by the horn, man. You gotta take. When you can get those wins, man. Hey, man, it's a possibility
Me
for
and
us to
you
have a
feel
playoff
like
game.
that,
Man.
but
Yeah.
me and you feel like that. But can they
Mm-hmm.
win? Can they stack back to back games win? They haven't done it
That's
yet.
the key.
That's what I'm
That's the
scared
key.
of.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
haven't
They
stacked
gotta.
it back to back, so that's what I'm scared
They,
of.
they
So,
gotta stack back to back, man. They gotta
but
stack back to
we're
back.
not gonna put too much because we don't want to take
Yeah.
the whole episode to go about the Panthers. But
Mm-hmm.
keep pounding, love what we did. But let's get to the other games out there. Let's give love
You
to the
got.
Chicago Bears, man. Chicago Bears went to Philadelphia and they put foot to ass. And see, this
Yeah.
is what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
This is what the Panthers got to do. You put foot to ass to somebody in their house.
Mm-hmm.
You showing the rest of the NFC say, hey, they're not nothing to play with
Mm-hmm.
Chicago. Because I was taking them lightly. I was like, they just
I,
creeping by, they beating people. Nah.
But it
They
don't
putting
matter.
see because they get momentum. They're building
They getting
momentum.
momentum. It
And
don't
so
matter.
that's what I was
It
trying
don't
to
matter.
tell you. I say, listen, you get momentum
It.
at the right time of the season,
Mm-hmm.
you
Yep.
can beat anybody.
Yep. And it don't
But
matter if they squeak. It don't matter if they squeak by. With games like this, it don't matter because people banging up, people hurt. A win is a win, no matter how
look at
you can get
Denver.
it. You know what I'm saying?
Look at Denver
Because
last night. Look
now,
at Denver.
exactly, they struggle against Washington. Washington almost
They
beat
went to
them. So
overtime. But they
yeah,
done won.
yeah,
They done won. I think Denver done won 8 in a row or 9 in a row,
eight
something
and
like that.
nine in a row. Yeah,
But
9 in
look,
a row.
they
Yeah,
squeaking by, but they winning. The
they
teams we
winning.
talking about now, if you look at the NFL, it's open for anybody to
It's
win it.
open,
Look at
wide
all the
open.
teams that you always talk about: the Buffaloes, the Baltimore, the Kansas City,
They coming back
the
down.
Philadelphia. Everybody's coming back to the pack.
They they coming
You
back
got
to the pack.
Chicago, you got the Jacksonville
Mm-hmm.
Jaguars, you got the New England
Jaguars.
Patriots, you got all these
Mm-hmm.
young teams, the Panthers. You got
Yep.
a
And the
lot of young
Carolina
teams that's
Panthers.
coming up.
Yep.
So guess what?
Mm-hmm.
This made for great football the last month of the season
Great
because
football.
This last
Yeah.
month of the season, anybody can beat. If it didn't show you nothing this
Anybody.
past week, you can't look past no team.
No teams. No
You have
teams.
to take every team
Ain't
like it's your last game.
and the teams that was breaking away early in the maybe like week 4, week 5, week 6 that were kind of breaking away, like you said,
Like
now they
who?
coming back.
Like who? But which one I
Like the
told you I didn't
Colts,
trust? Huh?
like the Colts,
I
the
told. What
Colts.
did I tell you though? What did I tell you about them? I don't trust them because what? To their defense,
He got a
he does
film,
have a
yeah.
he have a broke tibia. He got something broken in
Yeah.
the leg.
Yeah.
But this is
But
what
he's
I
still
say
out there
about that.
playing.
But this what that's
Mm-hmm.
what I exactly. If you put that uniform on, it's no excuse. Cause my
Yeah,
thing
he ain't
is,
making no excuses. Yep.
yeah, but it ain't no excuse. If you get out there on that field, you playing. So if you don't play, you
Yeah.
let your backup play. Then when you let
Mm-hmm.
Richardson come in and play, if you are hurt. But
Yeah,
like I say, well, I mean, I
Yeah.
guess Indianapolis saying they'll play with a dude
Yeah,
with a broke
exactly.
leg before they play with.
Hey, man. Hey, put broke leg back out there, yeah.
Hey, hey, that's bad when you got a healthy dude over there, 23 years old.
Hey.
And they like, nah, put broke leg out there,
Nah,
man.
man,
We'll
put
go
broke
round
leg
broke
back out
leg.
there. Hey, we gonna call him Hopalong Cassidy because he gonna
Yeah, that's definitely Hopalong. Cause Hopalong out there
hey, he
playing
gonna
with
hop
one
along,
leg.
man.
But you
Yeah.
look at Jacksonville, that division there alone. But I told you that the sleeper team in that division with Indianapolis is Houston. I told you this.
Mm-hmm. They coming
That
back. Yep.
defense wins championships. I don't care. You can take that
Lights
defense
out.
anywhere you go.
Lights out.
If they get Stroud back to where Stroud was a couple years ago and get
Mm-hmm.
him back to that status, they can be a
They
problem.
their receivers are getting healthy too. So
Yeah. They listen.
Nico,
Nico Collins and all them. Listen,
yeah.
if you get them back to
Mm-hmm.
where, to me personally, that's who I would put my
Mm-hmm.
money on coming out of that division. AFC South would be
Yeah.
Jackson,
Mm-hmm.
Houston. If they got, but
Yeah.
like I say,
Mm-hmm.
kudos to Chicago. I got to give kudos to Dallas for beating Kansas City on Thanksgiving Day.
Hey man. Hey, as much as we not no big Cowboy fans, but hey, we some real people. We
Yeah,
gonna
we
give
got we
props
got
and
we
props
got
to
to speak
do.
the truth.
Ever since that trade, they've
Yeah,
been they've been on one. Hey,
they
Dak
have.
Prescott playing lights out football. You
They
know what I'm saying?
scary.
So hey,
And I was
we ain't
listening
no hey.
today, and I was listening today. I really truly believe in my heart of hearts that Dallas gonna win that division.
Yeah,
Eagles
they
gonna
can win it.
crumble. I got
It
a
will
funny
crumble.
feeling the Eagles gonna crumble because they got a lot of problems. I
A
told you
lot of
this
problems.
weeks ago. I told you this weeks ago. I said, Daryl, they got problems internally, and it's gonna
Mm-hmm.
come out. Now it's coming out.
Mm-hmm.
You can't fix this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
If your locker room is messed up, it's gonna come on the field. This is what you gotta
Mm-hmm.
understand. It's not a smooth sailing. It's hard to win back-to-back Super Bowls. I don't care who. It's called a
It
Super Bowl
is,
hangover
yeah.
for a reason. And
Yeah.
I don't I
It's
don't
hard.
I don't see them. I don't see them coming out the NFC. Period. I don't.
Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. It's gonna be difficult for him, man. We got all that
Hey, I
animosity
gotta ask you a question
in
though.
the room.
I know you. I
Yeah,
know
go
this
ahead.
near dear to your heart. What you feel about Jared Judy running up on Shador Sanders on the sideline?
Why he ain't run up on Dylan Gabriel and Joe Flacco? You know why?
Because you
Because
can't.
he
But see,
still.
first of all, the camera. You know why? You know why I thought about that?
Hmm.
The camera on
Go
Shador the
ahead.
whole time, so he got to go get his spotlight.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing
Mm-hmm.
is,
Mm-hmm.
Shador said after the game, it's only my second start. So I got to get a
Mm-hmm.
rapport with you. You coming and get in my face and blasting me. And what's the word that Steve Smith used for Jared Judy?
I'm getting ready to say that. Jag, just another
Ja- just another what?
Jag, yeah. Just another
Just
guy.
yeah. So Jared Judy
Just
is
another
not that
guy.
kind of dude. It could be different if it was Justin Jefferson or Chase or Puka
Mm-hmm.
Nacua or
Yeah.
one of them kind of receivers going up saying something. Then you can say, okay, you ain't got that kind of clout to be running up to him saying anything at
He ain't
all.
got he ain't got that kind of he ain't got that kind of cachet. I've seen a lot of people talk about it. What Chad and Ocho and Shannon. I seen another podcast where they got my man from Green Bay. What's the tight end? Oh my man. He over there with Shady. Their little podcast, Shady and all Shady from he used to
Oh,
play for the Eagles,
you
running
talking
back.
about James Jones.
James
James
Jones.
Jones.
James
Yeah.
Jones was like, yeah, James Jones like, hey man, like why you ain't had that same issue with the other quarterbacks? You ain't run up on them. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
He was like, and then he said you ain't even got that type of cash in because you dropping passes. You done went to how many teams? He done been about 4 or 5 teams. If you supposed to be a number one, you done went to about 4 or 5 different teams. You ain't that
Well,
guy.
I know he was with Denver and then with somebody else. Then he went to Cleveland, I think. So I'm not
He was
sure.
with Dallas,
But
right?
no, Jared Judy
Was
never
he
was
with
over there.
Dallas?
No. Mm-mm. Denver,
So he
Denver
went
drafted
Denver,
him. Denver drafted him, and then I thought he went somewhere between Cleveland. I think this is his third team. I think it
third
might
or
be his
fourth
second
team,
team.
yeah.
I'm
So
not sure. I'm not sure.
no, everybody had third or fourth team, so that let you know that you ain't
It
that
might
guy.
be.
So
But like I say,
and then
coming
you
out of
see
Alabama,
last
he's
week he
supposed to
had
be top notch, but he's not.
you see last week he had a catch and he let dude run up on him and knock the ball out. He fumbled the ball last week. So
Mm-hmm.
you can't be talking, bro, when you messing up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
And another,
I didn't like how he ran up on Shador like that. Hey, but you
I
see what
see
happened
another.
though, right? You saw
What's
what
that?
happened? What
Talking about
Shador
the
did?
dude? Yeah.
What
No.
Shador did when Jerry Dude was clapping on, expressing stuff. What Shador did?
Walked
Stood
away,
up.
I think.
Like,
Yeah, but I mean, to me, I think
yeah,
some
yeah.
people, I think some people be calculating like the spotlight gonna be on Shador. I'm gonna go over and make a
Yeah.
scene, and it should be a scene,
Mm-hmm.
but you over there making a scene. That's what I'm
Mm-hmm.
thinking. But like you say, he has
Yeah.
no
Uh-huh.
reason to say nothing. But
None.
I got something else gonna
None.
be brewing this off season.
Go ahead.
Remember, I told you this in the off season. Justin Jefferson had 2 catches for 4 yards.
Mm.
Now
Mm.
Minnesota had Sam
Mm.
Darnold and they had Daniel Jones in
Yep.
it last year. You went with
We
but you
totally didn't
chose to
mess up.
go with McCarthy. You went to go with JJ McCarthy.
A rookie.
Now Justin Jefferson left the locker room without saying that to the reporter, and he's the nicest person in the world. He didn't say nothing.
None.
You think he's gonna be sitting there in the prime of his career, be catching 2 passes for 4 yards?
Mm-mm.
You know what's gonna happen? You know what's
Because
gonna happen this offseason, right?
this a wasted year for him.
But
Pretty
you know
much.
they're gonna know what's gonna happen
This
this
should have
offseason,
kept
though, right?
what gonna
What
happen.
you think gonna happen this offseason?
Seeking for a trade? He looking for a
Say it
trade?
again. What they got
Trade?
over there to
Oh
throw
yeah,
to him?
hey, you gotta get
What
me
they
out
got
of
to
here.
throw to him? Listen,
Mm.
then they gonna try to talk to him. They gonna try to talk to him and try to persuade him to stay. But why would you
Mm-mm.
have nothing? Look at the quarterback that played Sunday. I don't even know his name. You see the interception he threw underhand? You see
Mm.
the underhand?
Yeah, I saw
You see
that.
the interception he threw? Go back
Mm-hmm.
and look at that play
Mm-hmm.
real good.
Mm-hmm.
Judge Jefferson is in the back of the end zone. Judge Jefferson like, are you serious? This joker said, "We." I say,
Mm-hmm.
are you serious? Listen, if these are your
Bro.
1 and 2 quarterbacks going forward, you think Justin Jefferson gonna sit over there? He's a top receiver, arguably the top receiver in the league to sit over there like that. All his numbers gonna do is do you like this here
Mm-hmm.
decline. No, no.
Because what
So
happened
the
was
same way
when
Michael
they got
Parsons
rid of
got
Kirk,
traded. Yeah, go ahead.
when they got rid of Kirk Cousins, that was like, okay, they got rid of Kirk Cousins and then Sam Darnold came in. That was like a little iffy situation. But Sam Darnold, he exploded. You should have
Mm-hmm.
kept Sam Darnold. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
you don't quarterbacks are a hard thing to get, man, in the league. You just don't give away your golden egg and say, hey, we're gonna try and see if we can
Say it
if we can
again.
find the golden ticket like Willy Wonka. You know what I'm saying? The
Say it
chocolate factory.
again.
Oh,
Say it
y'all looking for
again.
the
That's
golden
it.
ticket.
Yeah.
You got the golden egg right. Why are you getting rid of somebody for somebody that he ain't even been on an NFL team yet?
Because
You don't
they
know how
took
he
him in
gonna
the
work
top.
out.
They took him in the top 10. They got to justify taking him at the top 10. They screwed up. They screwed
I
up.
don't give a they screwed that all the way up. And everybody was saying, man, you better keep Sam Darnold
Listen,
because he already
when
got that
Minnesota,
continuity with Justin Jefferson.
when that say that ship going down quick, it's done.
Oh yeah,
It's
it going
done.
out quick. It's done.
So,
You
like I
you
say,
not wasting. That's just like you wasting that guy's talent, man. You can't be wasting them. He ain't got no time to be like. Now it's like he going through a rebuild. A rebuild can last
yeah.
anywhere from 3 to 4 years.
We know
He
about a
just wasting.
rebuild
He
here because
just
we've been
wasting his
rebuilding for
years.
years. We've been
Yeah,
rebuilding for years, so we know
yeah.
how
He
that
ain't
goes.
trying to. Yeah, so
And
he
you
ain't
know,
trying to feel that.
Pittsburgh,
No.
you see Pittsburgh fans out there calling for Mike Tomlin's job because they got beat. And I don't know
See,
what to say
Aaron
about
Rodgers
Pittsburgh. You can have a
was throwing
bad.
the receivers. You see,
Hmm?
Aaron Rodgers was throwing the receivers up under the bus, huh? Aaron Rodgers was throwing the receivers up under the bus.
Hey, so they got to get open, man. They got to run the right route. Hey, and he took a. When I say he
No,
took a
he
whooping,
said no.
he
What he said was he said, "We're upcoming to practice. I make sure y'all need to see all y'all boys out there at practice like they wasn't coming to practice or something like that." That's the way I got from what he was saying. Like I need to make sure all y'all come on out here to practice.
some of these
So,
teams, man, are in trouble. They're in trouble because if you don't have a stable
mm-hmm.
quarterback at the position, it all starts with a quarterback. You got to have a stable quarterback. By
Yep.
Pittsburgh and a lot of teams, I'm gonna say this, a lot of teams passed on Shador in the draft for whatever reason they had against this kid.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming back to bite a lot of these teams that need quarterbacks now. It's starting to bite them.
A lot.
Pittsburgh
A
got a
lot.
41-year-old
A
quarterback coming
lot.
off Achilles tail. He about broke his nose yesterday when Bosa went through him. He about broke his nose. He bleeding. He like Rocky
Hey
Balboa when he
man,
got
I
up. I
saw
said,
that.
man. So
And he
it's
got
to
a
me,
cast on, right?
yeah, he broke his wrist, broke
He got a
bones in his
cast
left
on.
wrist. On the left
Yeah.
wrist, broke bones in that. Then he damn near like he broke his nose yesterday. But listen,
Nose. I saw that.
hey man, listen. I feel for these teams. But I don't feel for them because guess what? When the Panthers was going through this for 5, 6 years, we had to take these whoopings here. We had to go through it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not feeling sorry for no other
Yep.
NFL team out there. My team is doing like this. The rest of them do. I don't. Hey, sorry for you. But I
Hey
gotta
man, the
ask you a
Panthers
question.
of Space Ghost, man. Hey man, go ahead,
No,
bro.
man. Here you go, Space Ghost, man. Leave that Space Ghost alone, man. Hey,
Yeah, this
man.
Space Ghost, man. Yeah. Hey, you
Hey,
know
I
how on
know.
Star Trek when they you know how on Star Trek when they hit warp speed? Yeah. Panther going warp speed, man. Hey, nothing but stars going by. Mm-hmm. Hey, Mr. Hulu. Hey man.
Who? It's the Hulu.
hey, hey man, hey man, Hulu, man. Hey, warp speed, man. You gotta hit warp speed.
I ain't never watched Star Trek, so I don't know nothing about Star Trek. I couldn't tell you one thing about Star Trek.
Mm-hmm.
But let me ask you this: there's
Yeah,
something
go
near
ahead,
dear
go
to your
ahead.
heart. We're gonna switch subjects right quick. Lane Kiffin left. Oh, wait, okay. Let's retract. They had an egg bowl. Mississippi is Mississippi State. Ole Miss beat Mississippi State. The next day, he had a meet with the AD and the president of Ole Miss on Saturday. They won Friday, so they had a meeting on Saturday. Saturday night, he said they asked him plain up front, "Are you taking the job at LSU?" He said yes, but he said, "I got one thing. I want to finish the season out with Ole Miss." They're like, "Hell no, you're not gonna take a job over there for $12 million and still trying to coach here." No. When they sent the plane down from LSU, that charter a jet from LSU down to Oxford, Mississippi, if you saw them people out there sticking their fingers up at Lane Kiffin, and I gotta say, to me, I feel bad for two reasons. Ole Miss, he gonna take a lot of their players that's good at Ole Miss that he brought there, and he gonna take them to LSU, like all of that quarterback. He gonna get a lot of their players to LSU. You're gonna leave Ole Miss in a bad situation. Because he built that team from ground up. You got to understand, teams like Mississippi, some of these smaller states like that, like Mississippi and Kentucky and Tennessee, I mean, like Kentucky, for instance, their basketball team is like their pro basketball team. Mississippi is like their pro football team. They don't have a pro football. They love that team down there. And for Lane Kiffin to have a name to lead them high and
See?
dry like that, I understand you want to go to LSU. I understand LSU gonna give you more recruits, more money, more lavish everything. But you leaving them high and dry, man. Come on, man.
Man, this Lane Kiffin track record. He did Tennessee that too, remember? 1 year.
We know that. We know
You see
that.
how they were doing him the same thing at Tennessee, man. Hey man, he had to get escorted out there. He did Tennessee the same way.
Yeah, he left in the middle of the night. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm not. Yeah, he did. So
he
this is
left in the
track
middle of the
record, bro.
night.
Then when he got he could that he left Tennessee when he took the USC job. USC fired him on the tarmac,
Yep.
right? So when they fired him on the tarmac, he went
And then
what
he
to
went to
FIU or something like that, Florida Atlantic,
UCF, I think.
Florida
UCF, something
Atlantic,
like that. UCF.
something like that. Yeah,
I thought it was UCF. One of them schools down there, something
FFIU.
down there. Yeah,
Then
something
he
like
got
that.
a
Yeah.
job at Mississippi. He might have been there a year or two at the most. Got a job at Mississippi. Okay, built Mississippi up. Now, I didn't like how he played in Mississippi face. LSU was courting them, and he taking. I mean, he just doing all the extra stuff. Like, bro, why are you doing all this, man? Either you could tell him no, you could tell him yeah. You know what I'm saying? You playing all these Mississippi face, knowing this is like this football program, like you say, is like it's like their heart and soul. That's the big thing. Everybody come to them football games, man. That's a big thing in Mississippi. That team. And you just gonna play in their face like that and go maybe not even 100 miles down the road to Baton Rouge, stick right next door, and go to
Oh, I
bro.
know. Mississippi
That's
right there
disrespectful,
beside
man.
Baton Rouge. Listen,
That's
and LSU had to
disrespectful,
send a
bro.
plane down there, but 100 miles. They could have drove him up to Oxford to Baton
Yeah,
Rouge.
they could have drove down there. Exactly. Like, bro, come on, man. I don't respect them, man. I don't, and see that's what I'm saying. But the only coaches
Hey,
that
but
can do
listen,
that, I ain't even gonna get on that. I ain't even gonna get on that. But you know, come on, bro. If that was any
I
other
will say
coach,
this. I will say this though. I know why they didn't let him drive to Oxford to Baton Rouge. He wouldn't have made it out of the state of Mississippi alive if they had put him on a bus. He wouldn't have made it out. They put him
hey,
on a plane. So, you know,
hey, they'd have
we
found that cat
talking
in the
about
swamp
that, but
some. They'd
I
have
want
found
to
him in
say
the swamp
before,
somewhere.
yeah, yeah, and alligators fed the water, they gonna be done. But I want to say that my
Exactly.
school, man, Virginia will be playing for the ACC championship game Saturday night at Bank of America Stadium at 8 o'clock. I can't wait to see what my boys do. I'm trying to go to the game Saturday night.
Who they
It's
playing?
gonna be cold, but we're playing Duke. I got to go out there and represent my boys, man. You know, see if we can bring this ACC title home. But I'm gonna let you end it out, man. I just want to say that about my boys, Virginia Cavaliers. Go Wahoo!
Hey man, shout out to the Cavaliers, man. Go Wahoo, man. Hey man. Hey, my boy, that's who he represents. Hey, I'm gonna ride with him too, man. You know what I'm saying? I would love to see them win a championship. Because Virginia, they're not a real big football, team. The last time I remember them, but the Brickenshaw Ferguson was their big draft pick that came out so many years back. So it's good to see. And you know why teams like Virginia, the Indianas, like these teams, those are basketball schools. Indiana, they're number two they're ranked number two, right? Like how we been saying before. That NIL deal done made the playing field so even. Now you can see who can really coach. Let's see who can coach when when everybody now let's see who can coach. You know what I'm saying? It's
For
easy when
sure.
you like how you said you got all the number one 5-star recruits and all this and that. Yeah, anybody can win. You getting all the 5-star recruits. Now let's see when everything is even.
Why you think Nick
Can
Saban
you
left?
coach? Oh,
Why
she
you
left
think Nick
quick.
Saban
She
left so
already knew
quick?
what time it was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And you see what Dabo?
So
Hey,
you
you
know
know what,
why?
man? Shout out to Dabo Sweeney, man. I want to say shout out to Clemson, man. They done went through. They what 7-5, right? They had a bad season this year, but
Yeah,
they done came in and won a couple of games, and kind of like back to respectability.
they won like 3 in a row.
Dabo was
Yeah.
coaching them guys. Yeah, Dabo coaching them guys up, man. So they ain't got them 5-star recruits like how they usually been getting. You know what I'm saying, between them and Alabama and the Georgias and all of that. Now that let me know, man, Dabo can really coach. You know what I'm saying? He can really coach. So shout out to Clemson,
He
man. Shout
needed
out to
to. He was
Dabo
getting
Sweeney,
behind
man.
Whoop
We ain't
before.
gonna take too much of y'all time. Yeah. So
Nah, go
now he
ahead.
know how to. He's definitely a good coach, man. But with that being said, man, it's December, getting to the holidays, man. 24 more days before Christmas, We want to say y'all be safe out there. Happy holidays, man. Be careful. Have a head on the swivel because a lot of scams and stuff going on out here at this time of the year. A lot of people walking up to your porch and stealing your Amazon package, man. So make sure y'all be careful out there. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, man, we're gonna say, man, y'all stay blessed, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Make sure y'all share this with a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. Hey, man, we out, man. You got anything else you want to say, Mike?
And yeah, we got a music edition coming up, and it'll be hopefully tomorrow or Wednesday. I already got Daryl scheduled to be on that program with
Yeah,
us, but we're gonna shoot another music one,
that's what's
and
up.
I think y'all gonna like this one here because I think I done told my partner what this episode gonna be about, but y'all like it, so just sit back and get ready for the music episode of the My Speaking Podcast. But we'll talk to y'all later, man. Hit that like, subscribe, comment button. We'll holler at you later. Peace out.
Peace out.